Hi guys, I'm just jumping on ahead of this vlog to say that this is a really old vlog. I think it starts with the 24th of June and I was going to do, I was going to put bits of that vlog into this week's vlog because today is the 14th of July, but because when I looked at it I had quite a lot of footage, I decided I'm just going to put it up as a bit of a lost vlog, and then in quick succession I'm going to put this week's vlog up so that we're not too far behind. But I figured that there's a few bits and bobs in there that you might be interested in watching, so just jumped on at the beginning of it to tell you it's a bit of an old one. If you're new to my channel, hi, I know I've had a couple of new subscribers, which is great, so thank you guys for joining. It's been a bit hectic around these parts at the moment just because of the business thing, and if you're new, you'll learn about all of that as we go through. Definitely give this video a like if you enjoy it, and subscribe if you are not already subscribed to see more from me, and I will see you in the next vlog, which will be this week's vlog now, very soon. Okay guys, see ya, enjoy this one.
Good morning, I'm introducing today's vlog, apparently. It is Saturday the 24th, thank you, of June. The weather has been really nice all last week, and then this week it's not that nice. Hi, how are you? I don't think people ask how are you very often in vlogs, do they? So how are you? You good? Well, that's good. That's good to know. Write how you are in the comment section if you want. Just say, yeah, I'm alright. Today I'm going down WH Smith's to get a pen. Something like that. These are the real life things that happen in the world, you know?
I'm going to WH Smith's to get a pen.
They got a good selection of pens.
They do actually, yeah, they do. I love WH Smith's.
It's every possibility that someone,
if you're going to WH Smith's to get a pen, please like this video. I can't anticipate I'm going to get a lot of likes.
It doesn't matter, but it's just a possibility that could be happening, you know? So, good. Enjoy it, because there's a lot of good things in things like WH Smith's, like pens. Hi, how are you? I don't think that it's not often asked how are you in vlogs, so I'm doing it on behalf of all the people that never bother, right? How are you? It's an important question, it's good to ask sometimes, because sometimes people are alright, sometimes people are not feeling all that happy or whatever. That's alright.
And how are you?
But, well, it doesn't matter about me.
It does. I'm asking you how.
Oh, I'm alright.
How you are.
But the thing is, you know,
and people are going to be asking you back. They're going to go, yes, thank you, Joe. I'm very well. Or no, Joe, I've had a bit of a crappy old week. But how are you?
Well, I'm okay. Then I'm doing alright, thank you. Because I've got a week off work, which is nice because my brain was fried, and so it's nice to be just doing nothing much, like reading a book, for example. But you know, you can go down like Mountain Warehouse, get yourself a new pair of socks if you want. And there's joy in that. If you're not having a good day, be like, oh, well, I quite need a new pair of socks. See what deals are on down Mountain Warehouse. Maybe 20% off. You never know. I'm not advertised by Mountain Warehouse. I'm just giving an example.
You're not advertised by Mountain Warehouse.
Of real life. Yeah. See, I did that very professionally.
By them.
Yeah, or WH Smith. I'm just making a point that these things happen in real life. Right. So therefore, you could be doing that.
Or you could just be clearing up a half-dead mouse that your cat's brought home.
Well, yeah, granted, I am going to be doing that too in a minute.
The second one of the day, but the first one went missing. We don't know where it went.
Yeah, true.
Good morning, people. Good morning. Are you back from WH Smith's and Mountain Warehouse with your socks and your pen? I actually am wearing the same thing as I was wearing in the beginning of last week's vlog, which isn't much.
Yes!
A pyjama top, and it's 12:15. So rock and roll. Yeah, so this morning when I let Gizmo in at about 7:15, there was a decapitated mouse on the doorstep, which it was raining, it was early, I wasn't going to start clearing it up then. We went to get it and it had gone, so clearly she's run off with it again. And then I'm on the phone to my mum telling her how the cat brings home mice now, and she jumps over the fence with another one. The cat, that is, not my mum. Good evening, guys. It is Saturday evening now. It's 7:45. Please excuse the state of me. I've had quite a chilled out day, as you can tell. Literally, this is how I put my hair up when I got out of bed this morning to wash my face, and it's stayed like this all day. It's 7:45 now. We're about to start watching the very, very last Harry Potter film, but I'm just doing a bit of work while Joe is in the shower. I'm looking online at the moment for some props and stuff to use for my photography when I do my photo shoots for my ranges, and I want to really showcase the stationery, so I don't want to use too many kind of fandangle bits and pieces, but I like the idea, especially with my my Celeste range, so the blue range, of having kind of like elements of little bits of gold in the ways of, like, I don't know, bulldog clips and stuff like that. But also I'm looking at things that I can wrap my samples in, or things that I can use to tie tags on, or things that I can use when I'm doing my paper products side that I can use for packaging. So I thought I'd show you some of the stuff I'm looking at. I found this website, which I guess is pronounced Truva, is it? And I've been looking through some stuff, and I really like, maybe these not so much, I really like these ones, and the sort of like little bulldog clips like that. I've been looking at this twine. This one in particular is quite nice, probably more for the festive season. But because my packaging is really minimal, these sorts of twines and things will look absolutely beautiful. This one is, you can't see, but it's got like little tiny silver flecks in it. Also this natural kind of look. But for my layouts and for kind of packaging, I quite like these twines and things. The other place I've been looking at is Anthropology, because they have some beautiful pieces of ceramics on there. Just like, I want to get kind of an accent piece for each range. Well, maybe not even an accent piece, but for example, if I'm going to take a photo of my my Celeste range, I want to have a really lovely dinner plate, but I'm going to probably use the same dinner plates for all of them. So I'm going to take a picture of the menu. I'm going to have a dinner plate, but I want the plate underneath it to be quite powerful. So I was thinking about getting something like a Mediterranean looking plate, and I want things that, if I'm going to buy them, I can reuse them for photography, for either my blog or for my stationery, and I would definitely use it again. So just like an accent plate that's underneath, or something that I can use as a recurring theme throughout. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just sitting looking through some stuff. I'm not going to buy anything until I've done mood boards across the board. So actually, let me show you. I have done a mood board for my Celeste range. Here we go. This is the very first mood board I did. And it's not in any, it doesn't look like anything. In fact, these bulldog clips at the top are the ones that I was looking for just now, and I couldn't see them. So obviously I put all this together, but I'm not looking at getting all of this. But as an example, so I've put some grey, kind of like a grey linen thing here, and I think I could use that for the background of all of my shoots across the ranges. And then just accent it with a few things. Maybe if I get a few things that are kind of neutral, maybe not this particularly, but it's just ideas, you know. And then maybe use, if I have a piece of throw just go across the corner of the picture. I was thinking of buying a cushion cover because they're quite cheap from somewhere like H&M Home, or just anywhere, but just a cushion cover, and just having it kind of folded across sort of the corner. So if you've got a square image like that and you've got the grey, you might have like a bit of material going across, so it's kind of cropped out of the picture, and you wouldn't have a clue that it was a cushion cover, but it would be quite a nice accent if you see like those two colours go really well together. And then, you know, I could do things like that, have little, these are really, really small. I think these were H&M Home. I think these things were all H&M Home actually, I think. That was Anthropology, and then that was the Truva site there. So yeah, that's my little mood board. I think I'm going to leave the vlog here for today, guys, because like I said, Joe, when he comes down from the shower, we're going to just watch, I was going to say Mary Poppins. We're not going to watch Mary Poppins, we're going to watch Harry Potter. I'm also going to sit while we're watching that and design my thank you card. I've had a complete change of heart on my thank you card. I've been painting those pink flowers, which I'm still going to use, but just not for the thank you card, for the Leaflet Studio stuff. Excuse my gross mascara goop. She has gross mascara goop in the corner of her eyes. Where's that from, people? Comment down below. I've decided that because my logo was like the hand-drawn stuff and everything's branded like that, it doesn't make any sense to suddenly throw in a pink flower thank you card. And now I've thought about this, I don't really know why I thought that was a good idea, but I'm going to do a a specific hand-drawn leafy flowery thing, which will just be like the black lines on the white textured card, like I've done for everything else, but for the thank you card. So I'm going to sit and do that while we watch Harry Potter, and hopefully I can get those in for proof soon, because that's another thing then that's done. And yeah, getting there. Good morning guys, it's Sunday today, and it's about 11:30, 11:45 I think, and we're just about to go to the beach for a little walk. It's a bit cloudy, so it's hoodie weather today, unlike last weekend where it was absolutely roasting and we couldn't even move. So we're going to go to the beach, have a walk, come back, and do some business work. A few things to do, a few emails to send. Away we go.
Alright.
Had the Panthers update, still not open, but I don't think it'll be that long.
I reckon Tuesday. What do you reckon?
Yeah, maybe Tuesday. New little lifeguards hut for the summer. This is a pop-up shop. Wow, the beach is dead.
Good.
The beach is so quiet. It's like heaven. Only a couple of people and us, and it smells nice. It smells lovely. Good morning guys, it's Tuesday today, it's the 27th of June.
Hello.
I know. This morning we've had a bit of a lazy start because somebody decided to get up in the middle of the night and give me a heart attack and I couldn't get back to sleep.
That's a good move.
So this morning, we've done a lot this morning. We've decided on children's names. We're not having children, but we thought we'd try and name, after a long random list, we decided we'd name cats instead, or animals, and we decided that our next cat's going to be called Zippy and Apollo. So there you go. Lots of people are having babies at the moment, so we decided we'd name our next fur babies. So Zippy and Apollo. You know, obviously Gizmo's still around, barely, because she doesn't Oh, you're right. It doesn't really come in much now, but there you go.
So you're already thinking of replacing
So
her?
I'm already thinking of replacing her, just in case. In other news, I got my training and nutrition plan from my new coach through this morning, so I'm going to kind of try and hop on that straight away. I'll talk to you guys about that probably in a completely separate video, I think, because otherwise those of you that aren't interested in all of that will probably just doze off. Last night I ordered a shed load of stuff for business. I'll talk to you about that later as well. This is like, consider this the contents of today's vlog. Good morning, people. It's Wednesday, it's hump day. It's the 20-something of June. And we just had a delivery or two. I have got my envelopes, or one lot of envelopes for packaging. These are not for the wedding invitations. This is what all the wedding invitations come in. A sturdy cardboard envelope. So I got 50, oh no, I think I got more than 50 of those, can't actually remember. And I got a stack of transparent white envelopes and some little A6 blue ones. These are all going for my sample packs, where the blue ones are. And the other envelopes I've got swatches for, so I can see, because I can't quite make my mind up at the moment. So I've got those. And we got a muscle food order.
Oh yeah.
Time for a coaching call with Gemma. And this is what I look like when I do that. Like Madonna. Guys, I've been the worst vlogger ever. I need to catch up with you massively later. I'm really sorry. Forgive me. Just gonna do this. I'll get back to you. Guys, you join me again in my favourite spot on the floor in the spare room. Looking bedraggled and shiny. But how are you? I mean, I've been a bloody terrible vlogger recently, and I have no excuses other than the fact that I'm launching a business, which is a pretty good excuse, I guess. But honestly, I've been saying hello to you guys in the morning and then just nothing for the rest of the day, just because I've been trying to fit in a workout, a shower, carry on doing business stuff, and Joe's off as well. So it kind of, I just forget really, and that's, I'm sorry, forgive me. I just got off of a coaching call with Gemma, and I think, bless her, I think I hit her with just hysterical Lucy today. The whole business organisation thing is going really, really well. I think, you know, I've come a long way for sure. But this week I have had just, I'm feeling really positive and really excited. But I had a moment on what day was it? It must have been Monday evening, where I was chopping up sweet potatoes in the kitchen, simultaneously laughing and crying at the same time. Just a little bit of overwhelm and a little bit of kind of not really sure what I wanted in terms of like an envelope colour, and then thinking of all the stuff I've got to do, but then being really happy about the stuff I've done already. And I just kind of had this moment. I was super happy whilst I was laughing and crying, and Joe was a bit like, are you okay? What's happening? You're being weird. So yeah, that's probably why I haven't really vlogged much, because I've just been super duper busy. Yeah, on top of all of the other stuff, I got a new coach. And I am going to do a separate video on that, because I feel like I've got a few things I want to say around that whole thing separately to this vlog, so I'm going to do that. But in essence, I've got an online coach, but she actually does train people at the gym I go to in Penzance. So I'm lucky enough that she is there sometimes training clients, and so, you know, I feel like it's nice to have a face-to-face relationship with someone, but I'm not paying her to train me. I'm paying for an online training program, so some nutrition and some training. And it's more just for accountability, because I was getting myself in such a state about food and what I could and couldn't eat. I'll explain more about that in the video, but I feel like I've had a weight lifted now off of my head, because she's given me a food plan and it just feels like I've got more control again, which is good. Anyway, I'm going to save that for another video. Update on Leaf Lane Studio is I've just had an email from the printers to say that my Celeste range, or the blue range as it was once called, is now ready to collect. So I've done all of my samples on that. That's all, they've all been printed and they're ready to go. So I can start doing photos for those soon. I've just got to order the envelopes. I did have some envelopes delivered this morning, which I showed you, but I need to order the envelopes, the square envelopes that go with it, and the craft envelopes too, so I can put those in sample packs. So that's good. But before I go and collect that, I want to make sure that my Fleur range is has the proofs have been printed. I've added a couple of things to the Fleur range since I last spoke to you. Maybe I haven't, maybe I've added one thing. So the Fleur range, just to remind you guys, I know I showed you this a million times, but you're on this journey with me, so we're in this together. The range is this one. Is that even focusing? Yes. So that's the RSVP front and back. We've got the invitation, which looks like this. Peeping around the corner to make sure you can see it. And then we've got the save the dates, which are basically similar to the invitation, like that. And the belly band will be sort of that design there. And then what I designed last night, and you probably can't see it properly on camera, but this is going to be a folded, so it'll be folded centrally like that, a name tent card, so the name will be in that box there. So there are all the things that I need to get printed. The only thing I've got left to do is a menu, and we're there. So that's good. Coming along with that, the other range I'm working on is my mulberry range, which is the berry toned one with the sort of, if you've seen the Leaf Lane Studio logo, I think I inserted it in a previous vlog, but I can insert it again here. It's got the drawn garland at the top, so the mulberry range is a different kind of drawing with that style, and it's going to be kind of a wine coloured background, and then the drawing, rather than being black, will be white, and that'll be like little garlands and stuff. So I'm still working on that. And then I've got another range which I've kind of started. This is a rough painting, but I've started a really pale, these colours might not be the ones I actually go with, but sort of a really pale kind of really subtle leafy range. And yeah, while I'm here, I wanted to show you also my July bullet journal spread. I've kind of kept everything pretty much, in fact most of my bullet journal has been the same. I was lucky to find my way with it quite early on, so I'm going to show you that. Let me turn you around. Okay, excuse my cardboard box backdrop, but it's the only thing I've got at the moment. So for July, I'm just going to show you some of the things I've put. So my July 1st page is just a little, the theme for July, as you'll gather as we go through, is leaves. I'm not sure I finished all of it actually, come to think of it, but anyway, I'll take you through what I've got. So July, just did this little drawing here, which I'm really happy with. I like these kind of overlapping circular things. Bit of an idea for Leaf Lane Studio. And then I do journal a fair amount, but I found this on Pinterest, so I just copied it down. July journal prompts, and it's just a whole load of different things to think about if you're stuck for something to journal about, to trigger your mind into journaling, so like that. And then July spread, monthly spread, looks like this. Oh, these are, excuse me, these are all the rough notes I made the other night because I had nothing else to write on. And I've just, rather than write a quote here, I've just put go for a walk. So I'm finding that I'm not getting outside as often now that I'm really busy with Leaf Lane Studio. So just the usual monthly spread there. And then on to my usual health and lifestyle section, habit tracker, which if you guys haven't seen, let me just put a marker in that page. If you guys haven't seen my habit trackers before, oh, here we go. Let me show you. It's the end of this month's one. It looks like that. Right, and then I've put up here, get up earlier, get moving or working, meditate more. So just get out of bed early, because I've been quite tired, so I've been changing my routine a little bit. And then my usual information down here. In fact, Serene, my new coach, only really wants weight from me, but I like to keep track of these things anyway. And then this month I've done, or for July rather, I've done two pages, two double pages for monthly gratitude, because I've been kind of using it a bit more like a diary as well as monthly gratitude, just to trigger things off of my head of things I've done. So I've got 2 pages like that, and I've done this cute little leaf border, which I like. And then I've got more leaves here. Blog and YouTube, as every month I have this page, and it's just any ideas that come to me. As you can see, a lot of ideas have sprung up for July so far, but no, I've not long done this. So blog and YouTube, ideas page, and then my main quote for this month is, well, in fact I think I've got a second one. I think I put this on Instagram as well. Your vision will become clear only when you look inside your heart. Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakens. So I really like that. And then the end of June is linked in this July 1st week, but the usual system for me of how I list and then cross off, etc. So that's what my weekly my weekly spread looks like. Been using the same, this is just my style of writing, so I just use it all the time. So I know some people use different styles, but and then I haven't written out my July in review yet, but that's the one where I always put things like in the month of July I was most proud of, most excited by, let go of, all that kind of stuff. And then taking stock, you guys know my taking stock is normally like the making, wishing, wanting list of things, so that's going to be written in there and decorated, but we're almost there. And then this quote I really like, actually was quite happy with how that came out, considering I didn't I just wrote it straight out, so quite pleased. True abundance is feeling worthy enough to believe beyond what you can see. Expect miracles and they will manifest. Nice quote. And then we will go on to August. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that's my July bullet journal. Good afternoon, everybody. Today is Thursday. It is the 29th of June, and I am sitting at my desk working on my website. It's already 1:15. I have been sat at the kitchen table writing out my various different things for my website, and I'm now just typing them up. Joe questioned why I have to write them first, but that's just how I work. I like to kind of write things in pencil, erase things, put little arrows to where I want things to go, because sometimes when I start writing things straight on the website, I just don't really proofread them that much, whereas this process of this whole paper thing, it helps. I want to show you some of the stuff I've got on my website and see what you think. There's no pretty pictures on there yet because I haven't, as you know, I haven't done my product photography, so I've got mock images up at the moment. I've been feeling a bit dodgy this morning. I got given some medication for something I've got going on, and one of the big side effects has been that it's like, I don't know if you guys have ever taken pre-workout. If you've ever taken pre-workout and you've accidentally taken too much, you get kind of a little bit palpitations and kind of shaky. That's how this makes me feel for about an hour or so afterwards. It's a really strong antibiotic, so that's great. It's just wearing off now. I'm going to go to the gym in about 40 minutes or so before I take my next one, so I'm going to train a little bit earlier, otherwise I'm going to be like that when I get to the gym. So no pre-workout for me today, otherwise I'll be buzzing around the gym. It's my first day of my push workout today, so chest and shoulders. I've got myself a little training log now, so I've got even more to carry around the gym with me. Anyway, I'm going to show you this website. Let me turn you around. At the moment, if you visit leaflanestudio.com, you will find this page. This is Squarespace, by the way. If you've ever seen, this is like the backstage part of Squarespace. That's what it should be called for me. Squarespace. So you'll find this. Hang on, let me just get rid of this Dell reminder. You'll see this, and when you're working in Squarespace, it's really cool because you can make it look how it would look if someone came to it, and you can even click on all the buttons and stuff. So all of these colours that I put on are all part of my branding. They're all part of my branding colours, so that's kind of cool. So right now there's a holding page right there. By the way, guys, if you haven't signed up to my mailing list yet, you will see this page when you click on any of my links, and you can sign up to my mailing list and get the free wedding planning checklist, which is a picture of in the background. It will come to you in some automated emails. Be aware that the first time you fill out the form on here, so what you do is, let me show you, click on this and it will give you this form. Sorry, it's going to come up all liney because of the screen, but you fill out your name and email address and submit, and it'll email you back and say, you sure you want to join this mailing list? And you say yes, and then once you've done that, you'll get another email. It'll automate an email to you with the wedding planning checklist on it, but be careful because that may go to your junk email. It went to mine and I am on Outlook. Joe's it didn't, he's on Gmail. I tried it out on him, so just be aware of that. You'll probably get the first email fine, but then the planning checklist comes from a slightly different place, so it may be that you don't get that, so check your junk folder. If any of you guys know anyone who's getting married, please tell them to go onto leaflanestudio.com and then sign up to this. I've already sent out my first newsletter, but my second one will be going out next week. If you are not interested in the wedding aspect of Leaf Lane Studio, I will be doing other kind of free downloads on the stationery side, like free print-offs and bits and pieces. So definitely sign up anyway, even if the wedding planning checklist isn't something that you're interested in. Anyway, mumbling over, so I'm going to show you what I've got so far. So I'm going to go to my home page, which you guys can't see online at the moment. So none of the images that you see are going to be the images that are actually on the site. They're going to be product images, but for now I've just popped some in there so that you can see, or so I can see when it comes to the edit. So on this page here, on my main page, I've got kind of an adaptive version of my logo here. And then the top section, all along this top section here, won't be laid out like this because obviously my Leafing Studio Coming Soon page won't be there. So everything's going to be shifted, but this is where I'm at the moment. So I've got my home page, about, wedding stationery, order samples, paper products, blog and contact. And so on my initial page, I'm going to have like a revolving image thing. It doesn't work at the moment because there's not any images on there. I've got to write some blurb to go in there. And then these are going to be linked to ranges or to different things like, you know, wedding stationery, paper products, blog or whatever. Instagram linked at the bottom. And then today I've been working on terms and conditions I'd already done. Ordering process is now typed up. FAQs are now in there as well, so that's good. And about me page, still not happy with my photo on here. This one's fine. I've got a little blurb at the top and then a little bit more about me underneath. It's very customer focused, so I talk more there about the customer, and then underneath is more about my story. So we've got that done. Wedding stationery, so off the peg ranges, again, not an awful lot to show. These are just mock images that won't look like this. They look bad, but that's fine. I don't really care at the moment. And then each range at the moment, so if you click on the Celeste range, for example, have I even linked it yet? No, I haven't linked them. But you had to click on these and go in and see all of the range and the prices and stuff like that. Ordering process, look at that, it's all there. Order samples, again, it'll have the range and you had to click on it. And obviously, again, not a proper image. They'll have more, you know, I've written myself here, like a longer description here. Everything's going to be done. Paper products, there's nothing on here at the moment, totally blank. Blog, I've done one blog post that's actually live at the moment. Again, you can't see it yet because the whole website isn't live, but colour palettes, I've looked at some spring summary colour palettes and a little description, and I'm going to be putting another post up later today. So there we have it. Yeah, so I'm getting there. It's going really, really well. It's just that there's a lot of things to do, and I still have quite a lot of things to do in terms of things to link on there. So I've got to do myself a pricing PDF. I spoke to Gemma about that on our session yesterday. Still not quite sure how I'm going to make it look on the site, but I'm going to definitely have a pretty pricing PDF. That's a difficult thing to say, a pretty pricing PDF. So people can print that out and sit and look at prices for across all the ranges if they want to, or just print off one page if they know that they're interested in, let's say, the Celeste range. They can just print that page off, or print off the whole thing, and everything's going to be in there. So I think I'm just going to make it like a whole leaf lane booklet. It's going to be short and sweet and to the point, but it's going to have everything in there that you guys will need if you're ordering from me. And just in terms of wedding stationery, in terms of everything else, paper products, you'll be able to just put them in a basket and pay for them and order them straight away on the site. So yeah, we're getting there. We are getting there. I say we because I feel like we're in this together. I feel like you and me, we are totally in this together. Right now, I am going to go and get changed to get to the gym soon. It's 1:20. I want to be there for 2, just because I've got quite a lot to do today. I'm feeling really tired and I just want to get on with it. I just want to get my workout done before I lose any enthusiasm. The weather outside is awful. It's raining, it's windy, and it's been peeing it down solidly for over 24 hours now. In fact, I think it's sort of spitting now. It's not as bad as it was, but it's not great, and tomorrow it's going to be even more windy. But I'm hoping that the weather is going to improve because my mum is here next week. So fingers crossed for improved weather for Cornwall next week. Good morning, everybody. It's Monday. It's the 3rd of July today. And I didn't put a vlog up this weekend because of the whole photo bucket saga taking up loads of time, and I was just really frustrated, and my blog is still in a state of disarray. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, then see Sunday's blog post, which I'll link down below. Today I'm just going to the gym now. It's only 10:30. I'm going to the gym via the post office, and then I've got to get a leg workout in, and then my mum's coming. She's on the train right now from over southeast, coming all the way to southwest. She'll be here by about 3:15. I've also got to go and pick up all of my Celeste range from the printers. And yeah, I've got a load of stuff to do today. I feel quite anxious because I've got such a lot to do. I always get like this, and I was like this yesterday as well because I had quite a lot to get done. And it was fine, obviously, it always is, but you know, today's weather, it's kind of damp and a bit thin, skinny rain. I'm feeling quite anxious right now because I have to go and park my car on a random road and walk to the post office, and I have a fear of walking along the road. I hate it. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I've got to do it.